Opponents claim there's a not-so-hidden agenda behind anti-bullying legislation now being considered in the General Assembly.
No decent person supports the bullying of any student or any adult for any reason. But this is not what this policy is centrally about. They are exploiting legitimate anti-bullying sentiment in order to transform the political, moral, philosophical views of other people's children.
The Illinois House-approved bill would create what proponents call a comprehensive standard for anti-bullying policies in government-operated school districts, including so-called restorative measures. Lori Higgins with the Illinois Family Institute says that's code for gay agenda indoctrination in classrooms.
These will be sessions to inculcate students with leftist understandings of the nature and morality of homosexuality, either implicitly or explicitly. And actually, I should say, these training sessions will be for staff and faculty also.
House Bill 5707 is now before the state Senate. It requires schools to track reports of bullying, including how cases are investigated and how many were substantiated. But the legislation may be unnecessary.
We already have an anti-bullying law. The bullying law exists. There are 105 pages of recommendations on the Illinois State Board of Education website to offer schools help, any school that needs it, in establishing and creating bullying policy.
Ms. Higgins points out that choice is not part of the legislation. The bill's sponsors and the ACLU have refused to ensure the rights of students and school employees to opt out of programming and training that promotes ideas that conflict with their personal and/or religious beliefs.
The supporters of this legislation don't want an opt-out. Why do you think that is?
They know it's easier to transform the political and moral views of people at 16 years old. It is easier than at 36 years old. And it's easier still to get them at 6 years old. And that's why they're coming in now to our elementary schools through either comprehensive sex ed or anti-bullying programs. We asked, and actually there were some Democratic lawmakers who have expressed that they think it's reasonable to have an opt-out. So any parents, for conscience reasons, believe that any kind of discussion, assembly, workshop activity that will have at its core assumptions about homosexuality with which they disagree, they should have the option of opting their child out of that. I think that should apply to staff and faculty as well.
And IFI's Lori Higgins tells IllinoisFamily.org News, now is the time for parents and taxpayers to contact their state senators and ask them to vote no on House Bill 5707.
Oppose House Bill 5707 unless and until an opt-out provision is added, which still, by the way, does not make it a good bill.
To contact your state senator, call the Illinois Capitol switchboard number, 217-782-2000. That's 217-782-2000. For IllinoisFamily.org News, I'm Monty Larrick.
This has been brought to you by the Illinois Family Institute, promoting marriage, family, life, and liberty in the land of Lincoln. For more information, go to IllinoisFamily.org.